going to ask Adam Salem a couple of questions about cool things he has been part of recently. Hello, Adam. Tell
Hi.
us about your recent movie.
Yeah, of course. So the most recent movie that I was in is called The Youngest Partisan, and it's about a young Jewish boy who is on the run. He's fleeing from the Nazis during the World War II era, and he basically is trying to get away throughout much of the movie, and it's actually based off of a book called The Youngest Partisan as well. And it's a true story. He during this era and during this time, he is able to garner enough I guess political will or strength to pull a ragtag group of people together to develop a resistance in a certain part of Eastern Europe. And so it's based off of his life and his story and how he puts that resistance together. And so yeah, we shot in a place called Adam Salem, which is not founded based off my name at all, but I thought it was pretty cool nonetheless.
It is. Absolutely.
It's a beautiful, idyllic place to capture the film, because it actually it's not based simply off of Adamstown. They shoot in different regions of the tri-state area, but one of the scenes, the one that I'm in, is in a village called Stroudsburg Village, and it's such an idyllic, beautiful village that resembles and mimics a lot of the features of Eastern European villages. And so for anyone out there who watches this YouTube video, I recommend checking out Stroudsburg Village, even if you're not interested in films or whatever. In any matter, my role in the movie is the role of the Gestapo agent, who essentially is tasked with the responsibility to patrol the streets and basically look for other people on the run. And so during that scene, we actually ride an Oldsmobile, which is pretty fun, because during shooting the scene, we actually leave the village in our Gestapo outfits, and we caught a few eyes, obviously, because we're riding on the freeway with these uniforms on. So, yeah, it was a really interesting production that I was a part of, and I'm really grateful to the director and to the production team for putting it together and for inviting me
What
to
was it
join.
like to be part of something like this?
Honestly, it was a thrill, because I'm not used to being in this kind of old, antiquated film, where part of history is actually captured and a real story is captured. I have been in a docudrama before. I've been in some TV series and some commercials, but to actually capture part of history and to meet, reenactors on the set,
Created in history.
Yeah, exactly. To see that and to actually see that moment in history is pretty remarkable. And so I think it was a huge boost to my ego for sure. And I hope that people out there get to see the video and the movie. And I look forward to I look forward to seeing what their response is as well.
Where do you see yourself in 2 years?
2 years. I'm hoping that I keep with the momentum in terms of acting and modeling. I'm kind of starting fresh here, kind of starting anew. I spent most of my life in healthcare, but despite that, I've decided to pivot away from healthcare and get into acting.
Quite a change, right?
Quite a change, for sure. And despite that,
Would you like more?
what's that?
Would you like more?
What do I like
What-
more?
yeah.
Oh, acting. Yeah.
What a question.
No comparison.
No more.
And I imagine a lot of healthcare practitioners and providers will say, I love practicing medicine, and I don't denounce that at all. But for me, to be able to every single day, or at least a couple times a month, go out onto a different set and meet new people and be part of a different production is just a remarkable kind of journey to be a part of. And so in 2 years' time, I hope to be continuing on this journey and hopefully have more of a name to who I am, more of a brand to who Adam Salem is, and hopefully be part of some pretty big feature films.
Yeah, definitely. How was your family reacting to something like this?
Yeah, I mean they were pretty cool about it, actually. When I first broke the news to them, we were actually sitting outside a park in Delaware, and I told them, I was like, hey guys, I'm starting to act again. And not in the metaphorical sense, I'm actually acting in the real sense of the term. And so they were pretty happy about it, actually. You know, at first when my family heard about me trying to get into acting and stuff like that, they weren't really happy about it, and they were kind of against it. But despite that, I think now that I've kind of not really made much of a foothold in the healthcare industry, and I haven't been very successful in the healthcare industry, I've decided that, you know, might as well give it a shot and you know, kind of see what I make of it.
Yeah, but Echo Village is a pretty good project.
An
What do you
eco
mean that's
village.
successful? It's
Interesting.
like probably the biggest thing ever. The Echo Village people, unbelievable.
Yeah,
Tell us a
yeah.
little bit.
I'm glad you brought that up. I mean, I founded a project called Eden Eco Village.
It's not successful.
Yeah.
Why? Oh my god.
And so Eden Eco Village is based off of the Eco Village concept, and basically we're trying to put together an eco village in the Delaware Valley. My co-founder Rachel Presley and I formed a website. We got a team together. We have all of these different social media accounts that we market our project through, and we reach out to different groups and organizations to try to coordinate this project. The concept is to develop a self-sustainable community somewhere in the Delaware Valley. And the reason why we want to do that is because we see the current trend in terms of consumerism and capitalism and the way we commodify things to be counterintuitive to, you know, kind of like where we ought to head as a humanity. And so I guess it's difficult for a lot of folks to kind of grasp because, you know, most people are living their 9-to-5 lives, and, you know, and they're like, you know, no Wawa or no like Ruby Tuesdays, like how do we survive without that? But the concept of the Eco Village is to kind of integrate permaculture ideals with ideals of sociocracy, ideals of direct democracy, ideals of radical inclusion and localism, so that all in all, people inhabit, play, and work in the same environment together in a manner that is harmonious and not counter-constructive to nature.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you.